Alright, so here we're doing some casting exercises with Senna, a 1-year-old Malinois. What we're going to be doing is positioning her in a sit, facing myself, so facing away from the targets, the marks that she's going after. And I'm going to toss out some bumpers here for her. There's 3 piles, and we're directionally casting to the piles. So I sent her to the right there. That was my right or her left. And I'm always giving the commands based on the dog's direction. So she's facing me, she's going left, so she gets a left command, as well as a cast of my right arm pointing in the direction of the bumper she's going towards. So she goes and gets it, she retrieves it. I give her a send command for that. I give her a right send command. I should say left send command. She brings it back, we do a bit of tugging, and then we repeat. So I put her back in that sit. I throw another bumper out, and then I cast her. So on that one, it looks like she started to go towards the wrong pile, so I gave her a verbal nope and a little bit of directional help using that check cord, and she fixed herself and went the right way, at which point I marked with OK once she was facing the correct direction, and she went in and retrieved the correct bumper. So just using that no marker to keep her off of the wrong line there. And again, just resetting her back into that front position, into a sit, tossing the bumper out, and then we're going to cast her again. And it looks like I casted her back to the her left. So what happens there is I lift up my right arm straight in the air, and that signals her to turn to her left to go back. We also use a back command with that. So that's my left hand straight up in the air, signaling her to turn to her, my right hand straight up in the air, signaling her to turn to her left, to go back and retrieve that bumper. I think that's what that was. And we're going to repeat again. This time I gave her a heel command, walking her around to that front position. And again, she's facing away from the piles of bumpers that I'm tossing out. And once again, I think we cast back on this. Fixing my line here. Really important when you're working with a long line. Make sure it's not wrapped around your boot or the dog's feet. So just take that time to manage your line. And there was a left arm up, straight up, signaling that right back for her. So she's to turn to her right and go back. And I like to be able to control the direction the dog turns on the back command from the right or the left, because if there's 2 bumpers out there, she's going to go direct herself towards whichever, maybe I have 2 bumpers back but situated left and right of each other. I can much easier direct her to the correct one by doing that, or direct her away from trouble. And this is more so about the visual of the hand cues for the casting. This will translate into me sending her away from me, stopping her, and sending her in different directions from a distance of me. So there, I stopped her. I sent her to her right, so my left over. So that the command for that would be it would be a right. I would say right, and I would point my left arm towards the bumper there to my left. And she was on her way to it, but then she got confused and started to make her way. What really happened was I gave her the OK as she targeted the far back bumper, the center bumper, and so she changed course because I gave her the OK at a bad time. There, the camera just shifts directions. I sent her to her left. That's a left command, a left over command, and she goes and retrieves that one beautifully. The camera just shifted from the wind. But yeah, on that one where she made a mistake, again, I just stop her with the check cord. It's no big deal. She's just on a flat collar on that check cord, so she's just simply negatively punished. She's just not reinforced to go for the right one, and that's super important early on here to make sure there's no reinforcement happening at the wrong bumpers. And it's just a simple little tug on that cord, a little note marker, and then once she's targeted the right one, I'll OK her, or I'll send her back, bring her right back to me if I need to. And on this one, you'll see I bring her right back to me. That was, I believe, supposed to be a center back. Yeah, sorry, I should say a left back. And she went left and over. And so again, stopping her with the cord, I actually ended up bringing her right back to me on that one. She stopped in front of me, so I quickly sent her back to the proper one, and she nailed it. So we're just going to play a little bit here, always mixing in a little bit of play with these directionals. Some tugging or some throwing in there's some fetching behind us. Bumper goes back out, she's in front, and we do a cast back again. There's that left hand goes up, so she turns to her right and casts back beautifully to that bumper and brings it right on back. We need to work on her bringing it straight to my hand, but that's okay for now. And then we do a bit of throwing again. I think we do a couple more here. Let's see. Okay, a little bit of play there. We'll see if I do any more here, because this may be the end. I like to wrap things up with play. It looks like that's going to be the end there. Wrapping it up with a bit of play, and then going to go pick up those bumpers. So, fantastic. Hopefully you guys enjoyed watching this. Thanks.